Prep Test 73, Section 1, number 13. The passage provides the most support for inferring that in Cameron's era what? Remember, inferring, you're not inferring shit. What does it say about Cameron's era? You have evidence from the passage that says something about what was going on in Cameron's era. So now, by the way, this was, when was all this going down? Cameron's era, does it even say when? I don't know. Just seems like a long time ago.
Victorian era.
Victorian era, okay. So, there was little interest in photographs documenting contemporary life. It doesn't say that. So, I'm not going to just infer that, like, oh no, because they were dressed up as John the Baptist, therefore there was no interest in photographing everyday life. You don't know that. This is only about one certain type of photographs. This isn't about whether or not there was interest in photographing everyday life normally. I can't imagine picking A. B, photographer was practiced mainly by wealthy amateurs. You don't know that either. It could have been mainly professionals downtown in a photo shop or something. You don't know that. Do we know that publicity stills of actors were coming into vogue? What? Do we know that there were no professional artists' models? You don't know that. This was about amateurs. This was about amateurs sitting there. It was like a family photograph, and they were dressing everybody up like Bible characters for some weird reason. But that doesn't mean that there weren't any professional artist models. This is a must-be-true question, and I cannot pick A, B, C, or D. We just don't have evidence for that. But we absolutely have evidence for E. The time required to take a picture was substantial. It says multiple things about that. It says that if they moved, the picture got blurry. It says that it calls it an ordeal. They're sitting through an ordeal to have their photo taken. They're sitting there hating the photographer so much because it's so much of an ordeal. All of that is evidence in support of E. I don't really think you're inferring that. I mean, I guess it doesn't say explicitly the time required to take a picture was substantial. But it says all sorts of other stuff that really strongly supports the idea that it took a long time to take these photographs. Do you see that? How it's evidence-based? I'm picking the one that, as close as possible, it said it in the passage. It's like, well, the reason why I'm picking E, the time required to take a picture was substantial, is because here where it talks about blurring, and here where it talks about an ordeal, and other places in the passage, they're enduring an ordeal. I mean, come on. That's my evidence for E, and that's better evidence than whatever you have for whatever you pick. There's just not that good of evidence there.